Hey guys, before I really started, make sure you like, subscribe, turn on that notification bell, help me out a lot. Okay. I wanted to kind of rant on something before I get started, which is every time I post something and tag people in, and this has been going on for the past 3 days, it always pops up when it goes to post it. It pops up like finish, and then it said try again, and sorry, restricted. And it goes against guidelines, and I'm like, how does saying I love baby Sam go against guidelines? I check guidelines. I'm not doing anything to go against guidelines. I'm not posting anything to go against guidelines. I even tried tagging people and not even captioning it. And it still was saying that, and I'm like, if any of you know why, please let me know. Because if you know why this is happening, because I check guidelines, I'm not going up against guidelines, it's not like doing things. It's just not letting me tag people. And it's not like I'm tagging like horrible accounts, I'm tagging the squad usually, or baby Sam's account. Or 2 of my dance friends. And so I don't even know why this is happening, which is very annoying because I like posting squad edits, and it's just annoying. Okay, now that I went on my little rant for a minute, and this is gonna be, I kind of want to make the video explaining something, because someone did kind of comment on something, and I want to explain, because what happened was the other night, I posted something on my Instagram story, and then my Instagram, and just something about how I miss my crush a little. Like, it was kind of like, I'm trying to not think about, but it's hard. Like, someone did comment something very nice on it. I'm not giving them a shout out because I don't know if it's a private account. It's hard to tell because I think I'm following them only because I do follow fans back usually. Like, most of the time I'll follow fans back just because I know what, like, being the big fan of someone and dreaming of them following you back and stuff, and then it, like, not happening, and stuff, like, and I don't want that to happen with my fans. So, I try to follow you back most of the time. Every once in a while, if it's something like inappropriate or something that I see on your Instagram, then I straight up just, either if it's usually I'll report the account then, and then I'll block them, or I'll just block them if it's just some sort of hate speech or something. Because it's a good thing to do. And it sounds rude to, like, report an account not knowing anything about them, but it's also good for Instagram because then they are aware of what is being said or done, and they can kind of like get on it a little bit. And it's only to help the Instagram community, because the Instagram community is not made to be a place of hate or inappropriate. It's made to be a place of like joy and like people sharing content and like people posting content essentially, and like it's made to be a happy place, not a bad place. That's one thing that I like about Instagram, and that's something that I like about Instagram and TikTok and YouTube is because like a while ago, like over a year ago, I think, or something. Well, it was a while ago. Let me just put that one. And something got posted on TikTok. I'm not bringing it up because this is a family-friendly account, but something was posted on TikTok. I did not see it, but my sister had called my parents and brought it up to them, like, hey, this got. It was originally someone posted something on Facebook, and then someone moved it to TikTok and stuff, and she was basically saying, like, don't watch TikTok anymore. But then my dad looked it up, looked into it a little bit. TikTok was aware of the situation, and that account did get taken down, and all accounts that watched it and stuff. So, yeah. But I did bring that up to my sister. She went like, don't come on TikTok. And I'm like, don't worry, TikTok is aware of it. That account's been taken down. They did the right thing. And she's like, okay, I am fine then. Due to safety, like. But yeah. Like Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, like, they generally, like, make it to where, like, I even now, like, when I'm watching, like, live streams of, like, Piper Raquel or The Squad I like that you can report a live chat. So, like, if someone said something in the live chat, or someone comments something on YouTube, and it's bad, like, a form of hate speech or something bad, you can report it. And it kind of makes YouTube aware of it. But anyway, someone, like, commented, like, are you okay? Like, I'm here, like, to talk. And I'm like, no, I'm fine, like, but thank you. Hey, Sam. Hey, Sam. Yeah, baby Sam. Here, come. Come back here. Okay, get up here. Yeah. I love you too, baby. It's like I want my mama to pay attention to me. I want her to love on me. That's okay, Sam. I love you too. Sorry. My dog Sam, my baby Sam, just wants some love right now. That's okay. That is okay. Because he usually most of the time he'll look at me and be like, no, just leave me alone. I'm trying to sleep right now. Oh, I don't want to be kissed. I don't want to be hugged. I just want to lay here and sleep. And he's not mean. He just gives me a look like, really right now when I'm trying to sleep? Or like, really right now you're trying to hug and kiss on me when I'm trying to play fetch with my grandpa? He's like, no, I want to play fetch, I want to sleep. And he's just being a good boy. He's just, like, giving me a look to, like, tell me, like, hey, I don't want to kiss right now. But we're fine, it's just, I don't want to kiss it. I want to go and get my toy and play fetch. Usually what ends up happening is usually he'll play fetch with my dad, his grandpa. Because my dad is really good at throwing the toys, any of his toys, and I'm really bad at it. Because throwing is not my specialty. I can throw a ball, but anything other than a ball, it is not my specialty, usually. But the reason I had posted that was this is so you guys kind of understand it, hopefully. is that when I said I'm trying not to think about it, when I'm trying to let the universe do its thing. Sorry, Sam is right next to you, and being like, I'll give him that area. Move you up here. You're a little bit close, but it's fine. He clearly wants that area of the bed to lay down on. And that's okay. Yeah. Yeah, you good one. But for me, the reason I posted that was because when I said I'm like trying not to think about when I'm trying to move on and let the you that was Sam. Because clearly he wanted to be. Okay, pick a spot, lay there for a few minutes. I'm almost done filming. Man, that's hard. It's really hard, especially when so much in my life reminds me of my crush. And if I take, like, at the point you're probably like, why don't you just take everything in your life that reminds you of your crush out? That's gonna make the situation worse. Because then it almost seems like I'm moving on. And then that, like, and when I do that, it makes it seem like, oh, I'm moving on. I don't have a crush anymore. But that's not true. So, like, it kind of just doesn't work for me to do that. And that involves a lot to change, considering my dog's middle name is literally named after my crush. Yeah. Oh, still, Sam. I'm trying to kiss you. Here, I kissed him. He was looking at me like, trying to sniff me and being like, no, I want to kiss you. I don't want to be kissed. I kiss you though. Good boy. So it's hard. But I needed that, like, I just need to post one thing. Just one thing, get it out of my system for a little bit. It's hard because here's how I like to explain it. Or how I'm gonna explain it. And there's a jar. Okay? I'm gonna try to hurry up because Sam is running. He's getting in that excitement mode, meaning he wants to play. And stuff, and he wants my full attention. There's a jar, and we're gonna say there's a jar, and that someone is universe. The jar is me. Like, I'm the jar, and the universe is that someone. And that someone is pouring water into the jar, filling the jar up with water. And that water is how much I can take. And then the jar has a lid. Oh, he had an itch. Here, I'll help you here. Yeah, he got the itch. He's like, now play with me. I'll be done in a second, Sam. In a minute, maybe. He's like, what did I do? I'm like, the jar has a lid. And the water is how much I can take. And the universe is the someone, and I'm the jar. And it's like, the universe is constantly putting water into the jar. Now the jar can only hold so much because it's a jar. It's not an infinity thing, like there's a certain amount of space. When that space fills, something happens. It overflows. So here's how I'm going to explain it. That we're getting near that jar. There's only so many of the jars. We're going to say there's like maybe a couple more jars left. When this jar overflows, because at this point this jar is almost filled to the top. When the jar overflows and the lid gets put on, it just overflows. Meaning we move to a new jar. Because it overflowed, it made a mess everywhere. So it's like we're cleaning up the mess and moving on to a new jar. Now when this jar overflows, we only have 2 more jars. Meaning when this one overflows, it's fine, we move to a new jar. Our same thing happens, but when it gets to that last jar, it doesn't overflow. It explodes. And that's when there's too much water for the jars. And when that happens, that's when I explode. But and don't worry, I'm not actually gonna explode like a bomb or anything. But that's when I reach the breaking point. We don't know. So that's how I like to explain it, is that even that last little drip of water is too much for the jars. Makes the water go everywhere. But this time you can't clean the water up because there is no more jars. And there's a lot more water. And what I mean by a lot more water is that could mean at this point we don't know if there's a lot more water or a little more water. And that water is kind of like me losing my crush. We don't know if it's going to be a lot more time before I see him or a little more time. We don't know. Yesterday I did something really it's not pointless, but I don't know. I took a quiz so I searched on Google, does my crush like me or something? And I took a quiz. And we got some good answers back. My end result was, your crush likes you, he's just a little bit shy. So you gotta make the first move. And I'm like, yes. And it directly said him, so that was kind of weird because I didn't put anything like, oh, I'm a girl. But that was kind of weird. But it was just a fun little quiz. Don't worry, it's fine. We're good. Peace out.